So what's going on, people? It's been a while since I've done, well, I'm gonna be honest, anything. But currently it is starting to become summer. So naturally I figured I'd start trying to be a little bit more adventurous, at least, or pose like I'm being adventurous. I'm really not. I'm in the backyard. But I figured I'd start trying to make some content. To ride when there's a bunch of divots and holes. There are a bunch of holes like this. Back in here, there's holes like that too. So I think this wide angle lens is probably going to emphasize the quarantine 15, as it were. So I've realized that I have a gas problem. For those of you who are not aware, gas meaning gear acquisition syndrome. I think that's the common term for it. I always look at these YouTube videos and I say to myself, wow, like that's something that if I were to get that, that would make me better. And it's not actually true, because what ends up happening is I will buy stuff, but then I won't end up truly like using it. So I just need to start making stuff more. That's the hope. But yeah, I'll just start off by emphasizing things that I've gotten recently, because that might encourage some creativity. The first thing that I probably should not have bought in this time away, it's like one of the worst purchases I've probably ever made. Best is in it's pretty cool. Worst is in I'm scared to use it. Last year, but I had purchased the lime ones. I don't know if you can see it. I was riding it, I'm like, this thing's like really slow. And so I bought another one. That was faster. Problem was, the first one I bought that I just showed you, I didn't realize there was two ride modes. One of them was fast, one of them was slow. So as this new one is in transit, I found out the other one could actually go like 15 miles an hour. And that's probably as fast as you want to be going. But at this point, the new one came and it goes faster than that. This thing was kind of like an off-brand type thing. I mean, it has a brand. I'll look for it in a second. But it's got disc brakes. It's got a horn that works when it's on. It's got headlights. And it's got shocks, for crying out loud. Not only one, but it's got two on each side. And then it's got shocks on the back as well. And I'll tell you what, this thing is solid metal. And it's not like I work out. This thing is... it's not light. So that being said, this is why I wear this thing when I actually use it, because it goes fast. I don't know how fast, and that's what we're gonna decide and figure out today. So I'm in a place that's pretty open. There's a long stretch of road over here, and we'll use that as our straightaway. The thing that scares me the most, I feel like it's built fairly solid. However, the brakes concern me a lot. They're really jittery. The thing is, there's a decent amount of grip on these pads for the size of this thing, but when you apply pressure, it will jerk you. And because scooters are not the gravity of scooters is kind of, I don't know. You don't have a super low center of gravity. This thing's heavy, which helps. But if you're standing up, you kind of want to get down when you apply the brakes at faster speeds, because you just feel like you're going to fly over your handlebars. Anyway, so we've got a few different modes. Here you've got eco/turbo, and you've got single and dual motor, because each of those wheels actually has a motor, opposed to some of like the Lime scooters, which only have front hub motors, and these are a lot beefier than just one of those. So you get two going, there's a lot of torque. We'll give this a shot here. So we'll start this thing up. You turn on the key, you turn on this button here. Keeps track of the speed in kilometers per hour. It's fine. I don't know if I trust this thing. So today I have gotten a speedometer app, and we're gonna see how fast we can go here. Pretty basic, nothing fancy. Do this. So I was able to get it up to 42 miles an hour. Of course, that's not the screen recording that ended up working. At any rate, I was able to screenshot 37 miles per hour when I did it again. I don't think you want to go any faster than that. Because what happens is, at those speeds, you kind of get the speed wobbles. Plus, battery's down pretty low. One thing that's kind of annoying is there's a lot of battery sag, voltage sag. There's a lot of voltage sag with this thing. I guess the takeaway is it worth the money? If you live in a city, maybe. The battery life, it's not bad. I was able to go 20 miles and at full speed pretty much the whole time, and I have 1 bar left. So, and that's with turbo mode on and dual motors. You really don't need that. Slower acceleration is probably going to be quicker, but a lot of start, stop, that's going to kill the battery. What's going on, Charlie? That much, huh? Okay, well, goodbye. Charlie, would you ride this thing? Not so much.